What's going on, guys? Antonio here. Do me a favor, hit that thumbs up for me, and let's get into it. All right, so we're on Bleacher Report, and this should not come as a surprise to most people. This story was broken by the New York Post. Skip Bayless to leave FS1's Undisputed following Shannon Sharpe's exit. 1 year after Shannon Sharpe departed FS1's Undisputed, longtime co-host Skip Bayless is reportedly on his way out as well. Per Ryan Glassspiegel of the New York Post, Bayless is leaving his role at Undisputed after 8 years, with his final show set for later this summer. Sharpe departed Undisputed after the 2023 NBA's Finals to join ESPN's First Take opposite Stephen A. Smith. Glass-Steagall noted that Fox Sports PR declined to comment on Bayless's impending exit. Now, like I said, I did a video a couple months ago because it had come out that the ratings for Undisputed had just like dropped in the toilet. He was under 50,000 views. And I mean, they had done like 46,000 views. It was crazy. And I saw something, I think they got down to, this was just a couple weeks ago, that the ratings actually dropped to 38,000. And if you see the ratings for First Take, they're, even on an off day, they're doing 300,000-400,000. They're getting up to 750,000, 800,000 views, especially when there's hot stories going on. They're getting up to those type of numbers. So you see Shannon Sharpe and Stephen A. doing numbers, and even on the, remember, Shannon Sharpe only works on Undisputed 2 days a week. And that was a Stephen A. Smith decision. They wanted Shannon Sharpe to work all 5 days with Stephen A. And Stephen A. was like, nah, I just want, have him do the first 2 days of the week. I still he wants to keep that rotating panel. It's still working, but Stephen A. even admitted that the days that Shannon Sharpe aren't on, the show is, it takes a significant drop in the ratings, but they still, he pointed out, he said, we're still number one every day, but the shows with Shannon Sharpe do the higher numbers. And I always wondered why Stephen A. won't let Shannon do the show 5 days a week. It don't matter. I'm sure it actually works out pretty good for Shannon Sharpe now, because he just signed a huge deal with ESPN. And his Club Shay Shay is the number one podcast on YouTube. He's doing his numbers. He got the nightcap thing, and that channel's doing really well with him and Ocho Cinco. So I watch all that stuff, especially like when football season starts back up. That used to be my thing. I would watch, the football that weekend, and then after Sunday Night Football, I would head over to the nightcap channel and watch Shannon Sharpe and Ocho and watch them. They do a live stream, and it was perfect. So that, then Monday Night Football would come, and then they would do a nightcap for that. It would just work out. It would work out really well. Don't watch them as much as they cover basketball and stuff. I don't know. I'm not into basketball as much since Michael Jordan had been playing. And, Michael Jordan, Shaq, those were my players. I used to love that. While sprinkling a little Kobe. And like I said, all those guys are gone and, not playing anymore. So it didn't seem as interesting to me. But Skip Bayless couldn't get out of his own way. Hating on Shannon, saying he was jealous of Tom Brady, the whole deal. There was the infamous situation, the put your glasses back on situation, where Shannon admitted that he was about to lay hands, paws, and feet on Skip Bayless for disrespecting him the way he did. He admitted that. He was like, he said, it took everything in my power not to get up from that seat. But he said, I knew if I did that, it would change my life forever. And you look at where Shannon Sharpe is right now in his career, he is right. Can you imagine if we had been on live television when Shannon Sharpe took his glasses off, Skip was disrespecting him right in his face. He took his glasses off. What if he had, because he was the biggest guy in that room, none of them producers and stuff, they would have been able to stop him. It would have took 5 or 6 guys. Shannon Sharp is Diesel. Everybody look at Shannon Sharp and they realize how big that guy is, even at what he's like 54, 55 now. I mean, he is in impeccable shape. He's always posting himself at the gym and stuff. He's still got veins in his arms and stuff. And he just, Skip Bayless is like 73 years old. Can you imagine if Shannon Sharp had actually got up and did what he was contemplating doing to Skip Bayless? That would have been an ugly situation. They would have cut to commercial break, and I don't think Shannon Sharp, obviously fast forward, he's got the Cat Williams interview, he's got the Monique interview, Club Shay Shay is, almost at 4 million YouTube subscribers, and all the stuff that he's doing now. If he had laid hands on Skip, his whole career is different. So he's right about that. But I appreciated Shannon admitting, because when I saw him take his glass, I was watching live when it happened, and I was like, boy, Skip getting a little spicy. And Shannon took his glasses off, and I said, uh-oh. What's about to happen? And then Skip said, put your glasses back on. And then I was like, whoa, Skip is talking to Shannon Sharp like he is a child, like he is beneath him. And I couldn't understand. So a few weeks later, when it leaked out that Shannon was leaving Undisputed, at first they were just saying, like Shannon Sharp had gone to the producers and said, hey, this is not working out. Why don't you guys just buy me out of my contract and I'll go, do something else. We now know, now that Shannon Sharp has been honest about it, that he got fired, that the producers were talking to Skip, and Skip was like, hey, this ain't working out. It's either him or me. And obviously they picked Skip. They picked the wrong person. That's just a fact. Unfortunately, like I said, the ratings, ever since Shannon left, the ratings have just dropped. They couldn't, everybody they brought in to try to save the show, was it Paul Pierce on there, and just was Chad, I can't remember Keyshawn Johnson, and was it Richard Sherman? All those guys that they was it Rachel Nichols is on there as well. They bring Lil Wayne in on Fridays. The show's just not working. But this is, like I said, he's not just leaving Undisputed, he's leaving the network. So does that mean he's going to go? Because they've been trying to get him to come back and do something with Stephen A. Smith. I know Skip Bayless also has a YouTube channel where he hosts his podcast, and you look on the podcast numbers and everybody, he's sitting there with the black sweatshirt on or whatever, and he's got his he got the Skip Bayless necklace that Lil Wayne bought him a necklace, and he bought Shannon Sharp a necklace. And like on Fridays, Skip always wears that Skip necklace, but on his podcast, he always wears the Lil Wayne necklace. Because, his friendship with Lil Wayne is real. Lil Wayne, they've been cool since Lil Wayne was on First Take with him and Stephen A. And then once he went over to Fox, Lil Wayne was like, that's my guy. And that's why he redid the theme song for Undisputed. And First Take's theme song was a Lil Wayne song, and they just do their thing now. So it's just, like I said, I don't dislike, whether you like Skip Bayless or don't like him, I cannot pretend that he doesn't make things interesting. Talking about Tom Brady, talking about Tim Tebow, what was it, the Johnny Manziel stuff. When he likes you, he just takes it to another level of unrealistic expectations. Obviously, with Tom Brady, the expectations were very realistic. Tom Brady is the GOAT. My old GOAT used to be Joe Montana, but I cannot hate on Tom Brady. 7 Super Bowl rings. That man is just, he's on another, it's him and Michael Jordan as far as sports figures. But yeah, Skip Bayless, like I said, he's good in playing the heel role. he's good at that. He knows how to get engagement, and, if he's got the right partner. Unfortunately, I think he thought he could pick another Shannon, and all the people he brought in to play off of him, they just did not. Even the Richard Sherman thing, which I thought was going to work because of the very interesting exchanges that they remember when Richard Sherman appeared on a very viral clip of First Take, where Richard Sherman was upset at some of the criticism that Skip Bayless had given, and Richard Sherman was like, "You've never been the best in your career." He's like, "I'm the best corner in the league. You've never been the best." Blah blah blah. It was the whole exchange, which that clip got like 8-9 million views. It was crazy how viral, and all the sports media pages covered it and were talking about it. And so a lot of people was like, he would never pick Richard Sherman because they had that nasty exchange on First Take. And that's exactly, Richard Sherman was like, "Hey, if they talking the right money, I'll come over and we can sit down and hash all that out like men, and we can we can just do business." And obviously Richard Sherman signed the contract and he came on, and even that, once he came on television, the exchanges between them are boring. He has pretty good chemistry with Keyshawn. I also forgot Michael Irving's on the show. Michael Irving's probably the most interesting person he has on Undisputed since Shannon left. But like Keyshawn, I felt like his back and forth with Keyshawn's all right. Paul Pierce, I haven't seen anything between Skip and Paul Pierce that makes me like, wow, that's what it is. And I mean, Paul, it's not that, I don't have any dislike for Paul Pierce. It's just the chemistry he doesn't have. It was something about him and Shannon. It was lightning in a bottle, and he didn't appreciate it. He started feeling like he could disrespect Shannon, because Shannon, even to this day, goes, I was in a bad place. I had gotten fired from CBS, and Skip, thought he saw something in me, and he was like, "Hey, if you'll trust me and come over here with me," he said, "I think it's gonna work." And obviously Shannon listened to Skip, and that's why even he was like, "I'm not gonna let a few bad months ruin 7 good years." Like that. So yeah, he's like, it got a little rocky at the end, but they had a great run for that first like 6.5 years there. So that's, so I always respected Shannon Sharpe for saying that, because it's like when you're in a bad marriage or something, it wasn't always bad. The relationship, something brought you two together, something made you two fall in love and be attracted to each other. You guys decided to get married, and then as the relationship matured and went forward, something changed in the relationship, and then y'all start hating each other. But I see so many people, when they break up, they act like the whole thing was terrible. And I was like, that's why I always respected that comment from Shannon Sharpe. He was like, yeah, it got bad at the end, but we had some great times and we made some great moments together. And so he said, I do want to thank Skip Bayless for giving me the opportunity, because it definitely wouldn't have happened without Skip Bayless. They're paying him $8 million a year. They're not going to pay Skip Bayless $8 million a year and not let him have a say on who he wants to work with on the show. But they've clearly behind the scenes been talking to him, and he's not liking what they hear, because like I said, the ratings have flatlined. And like I said, I know maybe Skip will just do independent streaming stuff, because like I said, he's got his YouTube channel. Maybe he's ready to retire. He's in his 70s. But there's also, I know his contract was actually coming up. Matter of fact, I mentioned that in the video a couple months ago, that his contract was apparently up in the fall. So yeah, like I said, they'll do this final show in a couple weeks, and we'll let Mr. Bayless go off into the sunset. But are you guys sad about this? Are you sad that Skip Bayless is leaving Undisputed? Like I said, it didn't sound like they were going to shut the Undisputed show down, but I don't know how you could do Undisputed without Skip. I mean, yeah, they could probably bring Nick Wright. If they brought Nick Wright in or whatever, yeah, people either like Nick Wright or hate him. but he definitely knows how to get engagement because his show, the show was it First Things First? That show's getting better ratings than Undisputed. It has been for several months now. So Nick Wright he'll definitely get that time slot. I don't know if he'll just come and, move his guys over to Undisputed if they want to keep going with the show. But get in the comments. Let me know what you guys think. We're on the road to 3,000. So many new faces here. Thank you guys for subscribing. Facebook, Instagram. I'm on X. I'm on Threads. All at Ikari Press. Type in IkariPress.com and take you to my comic book brand, Way of the Gun. I've got the link to that and my Gumroad in the description. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm out.